we are good to go. Nevertheless, both teams have chosen their comps. This is just the comps that I was talking about. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, Asa is the only one that's playing their comfort role. The rest of the team has swapped it up. So these players definitely have put a lot of work in their new agents, but how will this fare against Huskers and their comfort pick, right? So let's see it right here. Asa is going to hear a lot of movement. Ivy is going to get pressured as well. Now, question is, can Ivy get anything? And the answer is no. It looks like Asa will fall as well. So now Kudon spraying through will not be able to get anything, so he's just going to be backing off with Emmy here. Now Ender is on the lurk, but her position has been found out as well. So now Emmy will be able to get that one at least, but she's going to get tagged low, gets pressured. Kudon gets one before falling, and now, oh, Emmy close, but no cigar. Now Ender on her own in a 1v3. She has a lot of players to find. She has to go. And looks like she is going to make noise. Evan's going to spot her. And JMO is just going to peek as well. But in the end, it's Evan getting the pick. So yeah, the Huskers are welcoming the Guardians into their arena, into their dungeon known as Haven, with not so warm arms. And I think, yeah, the Huskers, you know, despite falling in the first two games, they definitely are super comfortable on this map. They know exactly how to play the attack, the defense, and regardless of whether or not they practice this map as a 5, you know, Haven is one of those maps where you either get it or you don't, and the Huskers definitely feel comfortable, feel confident enough that they can take over everyone, as Ivy is met with a big surprise there with 5 guns in his face, and Ender unfortunately will not be able to get anything as well. Kudon spraying through, tags JMO low, but other than that will not be able to get much else. Emmy's position gets spotted also, so now the retake starts once again, but yeah, this retake is going to be beyond difficult. Now Emmy is able to get one at least, so that's a start. But yeah, her position has been known. She has 6 bullets. She's going to just try to scout it out, not like it's going to matter. You know, it would be lucky if she can get one more, but it looks like the Guardians will fall. So Huskers, 2 clean rounds. Great start on their end. Now, of course, we have to compare this with their game against the Lotus and the Gunners. And, you know, against the Gunners, they actually made it look close, but we have to remember that a lot of those were, you know, off the back of JMO, right? Or not only JMO really, the whole team, but it relied on individual plays, individual picks. So we have yet to see this team win convincingly as a team, and it looks like this is their first showing on that. But now with the Guardians having a full buy, let's see if they can do the same. JMO gets spotted here, and Kudon thinks about peeking, will get tagged, gets somewhat punished for it, and he still wants to play around. Oh, it looks like Weeb will fall, so great pick there. Now Ivy is going to get scouted out, but not going to get picks at all though. And Ender unfortunately couldn't back up her teammates, falls down, and Evan again with a great lurk able to get that one. So now Asa, let's see what he can get. Oh, Asa spots one, but JMO is just too clean, and now it's all just down to Kudon's. So yeah, this is the age-old debate between whether you should play comfort or you should play strategy. Yes, on paper, the Guardians comp looks super solid, but the question is, can they pull it off, right? Whereas on the other side, the comp, I mean, it's not like it's a bad comp, right? But great swing there from JMO and Frankie to cover their teammates. But yeah, even though it's not the top comp, it still doesn't look bad, right? They have the same idea as the Guardians, but they feel a lot more comfortable with it, right? We, even in rank, mains Fade, and Evan mains Jet, JMO mains Chamber, so these are not just the agents that they play for CVL. This is the agents that they play for ranked in general, right? So whereas on the other side, I'm not too sure that's the case. And yeah, the Guardians have not looked good so far, so hopefully they can bring something back right here, right now. And it looks like it will start with Ivy here. JMO, does he want to push this? And the answer is yes, he's thinking about it. Oh, but JMO! This man is just so crispy. It doesn't matter who he's up against, it just looks good all the time. And Ivy had no chance there. Evan is going to push through, will get traded out at least, but yeah, there's still a lot of players to find. JMO gets dinked, but will not get anything else. Will still be able to take Ender down, and yeah, unfortunately, Emmy drops as well. That was the safe round, but the Guardians needs to bring it back right here, right now, because otherwise, you know, this is going to get way too far. So yeah, it's unfortunate once again, and I really hope that the Guardians can pull off something, you know, not look as flats, but great play so far from the Huskers to be able to make it look really good. Okay, let's see here now. Emmy is going to get gonna spot a couple. And she's just going to be sitting backside, knows that JMO has his ult, so does not want to go for it. That's an unfortunate whiff there. Oh, Ivy is already on the lurk. Is he gonna be able to get any? Gets one, but gets traded out by JMO though. So the rest of the Huskers, what do they want to do? It looks like they still want to go for the A push here. Okay, but the Guardians are gonna arrive there on time, so it's not the end of the world, and I think they will be able to hold this, especially with Ender's ult. So I think this should still be doable for them. It looks like the Huskers are rotating back, but Emmy is still lurking towards C, so great play, not over-rotating here, but she's making a lot of noise. Okay, the Huskers are slowing it down, and the Huskers are just playing default right now. But it looks like they are getting ready for a C push. Okay, I think the Guardians are in a really good position to get this, but looks like Phyllis is going to push through. Phyllis is going to close out cooldowns. Emmy able to get one on JMO though, so that's a huge pick. Emmy's just going to use her ult, and Ender is going to be able to capitalize off of that. Ender with 2 kills off her own. Finally, the Guardians are on the board. Great play there. Emmy leading the charge, but Ender being able to capitalize off of Fate's ult. And, you know, I think the Guardians, after losing that first pick, really felt shook, right? They played really slowly. They weren't sure. They were rotating A, they were rotating C. And then in the end, they didn't leave much room for, you know, any flexibility. At the end, the Guardians read that like a book. They knew exactly what was going on, so it was going to be a C push. And yeah, great punish, great capitalize from the Guardians. Now, problem is they have to deal with JMO's op now though, and they have to do it once again, and Ivy is really feeling itchy for a fight right now. Spots the head of one, but his head's gonna get taken off instead. And yeah, Ivy unfortunately has not really been able to do much. All of his aggressions have just been punished. So now Ender this time around is the one that's going to get aggressive, will get out alive. Surprisingly, from both teams really, right? From both players, I did not expect them to get out. Kudon's jumping down, holding sight. Oh, but unfortunately he will get punished, and Asa falls to the hands of Frankie as well. So now it's just down to Emmy and Ender here, both on the flank, both are known. So yeah, JMO should have this in the bag, but let's see here. Now it looks like Emmy and Ender is just going to be saving, which is the right play. So the Guardians look good for one round, but unfortunately the Huskers are really taking it back. And man, the Huskers are really taking a reign on this. The Guardians need to figure out something real quick, and it has to start from Ivy, right? Ivy, the fact that he's bottom frag and he's still pushing all the time, and at this point, I feel like it's very telegraphed. Emmy unfortunately falls as well. So now Ender, oh, gets spotted. She's going to get sprayed through, and she's not going to be able to get anything. So in the end, the save did not pan out either. Yeah, heartbreaker really. I do expect a closer game. And I really hope that they can bring it back, right? Kudans, remember, in CVL Season 1 for the Puddings was the star player along with Doggo, right? But that starmanship is just gone. He is not playing to the level that we expect from him. And yes, Emmy's playing well. Asa last week played her, you know, out of his mind, but where is he today? Alright, it seems like the Guardians are still sleeping. They're not awake, and Emmy is playing pretty well. Ender is playing pretty well, but they need way more than that if they want to win this. Now, Emmy gets tagged, gets spotted. It looks like... Ooh! Emmy almost got the headshot there. That almost looked really clean, but looks like Evan is going to get out alive. And now the Huskers are on their way, rotating towards A. No, looks like they're playing it slow. They're trying to take grass control, and the Guardians are happy to give this one up. And I think Ender hears a couple of things. Oh, she gets spotted. Now she's stuck. What is she gonna do? And yeah, Evan and JMO is just going to hold this angle. There's no way that she's getting out alive. And it looks like the Guardians are not interested in saving her either. Kudans is going to flash here. Going to get a lucky spray. But yeah, Evan's going to shut down Ender. So 4v4, I think the Huskers is still looking good. But yeah, the Huskers once again playing it very slow. Asa in the smoke. Oh, this is going to be awkward. He's going to get taken down. So yeah, despite the time running out, it looks like they are going to have enough time to plant. Emmy's going to swing here. Going to get spotted out. Gets heard. Now it's all just down to her, and unfortunately she's not going to be able to get that one, so Kudans falls as well, and the Huskers just out of nowhere gets their 6th. The Huskers, once again, you know, like they've always started out well against every single team, and this is definitely their most convincing game yet, but the struggle that they've always had is their second half, right? Of course, the Guardians face the same issues, and considering that this is the Guardians starting side, we expect to see a couple more rounds from them, so hopefully they can pull it back here. But yeah, the Huskers, you know, if you're a Huskers fan, you cannot think that you're out of the woods yet, because hopefully they make it look this clean on the defensive half as well. Unfortunately, Ender gets caught off guard there. JMO just holding that angle, and it's really smart from the Huskers, the fact that they're just, you know, sitting back waiting for the push. Ivy wants to go for this one. Oh, unfortunately did not tag anyone, and yeah, Evan is just so frustrating to deal with. Ivy able to get one on Wee, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all she wrote, and now Emmy all on her own once again in a 1v4. Is she going to save this, or is she going to go for it? It looks like she's thinking about at least playing for an exit here. But yeah, what can she get? And Evan, you know, has been really impressive. This man right here, just a few seasons ago, was only silver, and now he's a plat player, and he's definitely showing why he is plat. Emmy is making a lot of noise, and I think her position is known. Oh, does she want to go for this? Is this the right play? Oh, she's going to get spotted, and yeah, Evan's going to make that look so easy, and the Huskers are just running circles around the Guardians. It seems like the Guardians were not ready for Haven at all. Which begs the question, why did they ban Breeze and Fracture, right? If the reason they banned Breeze and Fracture is because they're even worse on that map, then this has to be very concerning for the Guardians. I really hope this is not the last of them, right? Hopefully they can pull something off, but they need to pull it off soon, because the Huskers are already on 7 rounds, and there's not a lot of rounds left for the Guardians to bring this back. Once again, Ivy is just looking really flat, not being able to get anything. Kudans, hopefully he can get something here. He is going to flash, push through, gets one on JMO. What is that? Great pick there. Surprisingly, the judge had quite a lot of range. Emmy on the flank will get spotted. Oh, she's going to push through. She's making a lot of noise, which is something that you don't want from a flank, but... And they're now holding side. We'll just retake with her team. Ender's able to get one at least, but yeah, Frankie is going to close that out. So Emmy with the flank just making a lot of noise, and all Weeb has to do is just turn around and get that pick. Of course, that was just a save round, but yeah. Like, I'm running out of things to say because, quite frankly, the Guardians, for the amount of hype that I've seen from them, the amount of preparation that I've seen them do, for them to do this badly, at least in the starts, right? It's unexcusable. Like, the only thing I can think of right now is hopefully they're an attack-sided team. What Ivy is just, for a lack of better word, throwing right now, right? So we know that he's able to do well, but I feel like there was a reason why he played the Chamber and the Cypher, because he likes that aggressive play. But when you are the duelist player and when you're holding sight on your own, you cannot do that. Now Kudans is in a really good position here, and he's going to blind. He's going to spray through, not going to find anyone though. So now, ooh, Kudan spots that one. And yeah, Kudan's able to get one on Weeb, so that's huge. Great blind on his end as well. So let's see. Kudan's finally getting his star performance back, and now it's all just down to Phyllis here. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis gets that one. But now can he find Kudan's as well? Kudan's is in a really good position here. Yeah, I think Kudan's will be able to get this one. So Kudan's saving his team, and the Guardians get their second, but it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. The fact that, you know, Ivy falls first within the first 30 seconds. They're flanking, sure, but the flanks are not really making much impact. We just have to hope that Kudan's is able to play at this level for the rest of the game, because I think that's what the Guardians need, right? Hopefully that's the little spark, the little miracle that they need to be able to bring this one back. And you know, if you're Ivy, you gotta stop peeking, because you're just getting outclassed by every single player on the Huskers. Right, so I feel for this guy, and you know, there are some times when you just have to swallow your pride and just stop taking those ego peaks, because you're really hurting your team because of it. It looks like this time around he decided to do just that, so great job from him to just play safe, you know, realizing that they are on the defensive side. Emmy's going to use her ult, is going to tag a couple. But JMO is the one that's going to get the opening pick, and Frankie getting Ivy again. So Ivy, despite using the op, will not find any success whatsoever. Emmy does get the res on Kudan, so that's a start. But yeah, Weeb going to get that pick on Asa. Kudan's here, sees Weeb. Okay, we'll be able to take him down. So now it's a retake once again. But yeah, Ender's position has been spotted as well. And now the jump down. Let's see if Kudans can get anything. And the answer is no. So now it's all just down to Captain. Once again, the Captain's going to spot one at least. So she gets one more. But she still has a lot of work to do. Evan is so ready for this. He wants this so badly. Question is he going to push this? But yeah, the discipline on his end. He is going to peek, and he is going to take Emmy down. So great job from the Huskers to secure the 9. It looks like we may potentially get a 9-3 half once again. This is looking like a repeat of the Hunters versus the Lotus. Right, the Lotus look flat, and now the Guardians are not looking that great either. But man, I've been very impressed on the other hand. Right, it's like, I don't want to take any credit away from the Huskers. I think they definitely showed up today. The fact that Weeb is usually their carry, but Weeb this time around can just take the back seat. And watch his team play really well. Right, Evan is performing out of his mind right now. Yeah, we just have to hope that that continues. Okay, Evan does get spotted, and Kudans peeks out as well. Kudans is gonna get outs at least, but Phyllis getting Emmy, and now with that, A site is just wide open, and the smokes are down as well. Man, the Brimstone Phyllis has, you know, contributed quite a lot as well, despite not getting the kills for his team per se. I think the smokes have just been super effective, and Ivy finally able to get that one, but now all on his own. I'm afraid this is a little too late right here. Evan's going to spray through, and yeah, Evan is playing with all the confidence in the world right now, so it's not even a 9-3, ladies and gentlemen. The Guardians are down 2 and 10. And yeah, Asa, the top fragger for the placeholders, unfortunately is not there at all today, right? And OK Ivy is just not holding sights the way you expect him to. So now, with 2 initiators, with 1 duelist, let's hope there's still some life in them in this attacking half. And it all starts from the pistol round. They have to get lots of clean rounds here. They can't just win rounds. That's simply not enough at this point. Yeah, and Kudon's, you know, he's had to do a lot for this team, but unfortunately he has to do more in order for them to not only come back, but take this all. Frankie pushes through. Here's the A push coming, so oh, they're just walking. I don't like this. Oh, Frankie spots one in the corner of his eye, so he knows exactly what's going on. The rest of the team is thinking of the rotates already. Looks like they are going to be rotating. Now Ivy is just going to nade through. Will tag Weeb, but it looks like he's the one that's gonna fall instead, unfortunately. So despite a great grenade, he wasn't able to get much else. And now Emmy is already in a really good position here to punish the rotates. Let's see what she can do though. So it looks like they're trying to do a little bit of a fake here. Now Emmy is going to tag couple. But yeah, this is going to be a C push, and the rest of the Huskers will know it very shortly. So now Emmy is in a really good position. Now JMO able to get one before getting traded out. The Guardians are looking really good to take this. Great shots from Asa. Now they know exactly where all the players are. Asa does get overwhelmed, so now it's all down to Emmy, and Emmy with an unfortunate whiff. Great lurk on her end, but unfortunately she just couldn't close it out. So despite the plans, the Guardians fall short once again. And yeah, this is looking really grim for them. Now, question is, do they even want to force this, or do they want to play, you know, pull off the biggest comeback possibly in their career? No, it looks like they are just gonna force, and you know, you don't blame them. They have to at this point if they want a shot to just even stay in this. But yeah, the Lotus, you know, this is a sorry, not the Lotus, the Huskers. This is a great sign for them to come. This is, I think, yeah, they really are feeling themselves, and yes, they have gone out fragged before, but I think this is definitely their map pick. Now Evan still able to get that one, and on Kudons nonetheless. Unfortunately, he is forced out, but I think he already got his one. Now, Emmy is going to be pushing through. Oh, spots a couple. Will not be able to get any. Asa able to trade it out, though. And now, Evan is going to get flicked on by Asa. So, great opening once again. Ender able to get that one on Phyllis. Okay, the Guardians are showing something. Now, it's up to the Huskers to retake this. Let's see what they can do. Weeb waiting for a push is not going to find anything, unfortunately, and Ivy just needs to hold his corner. Okay, looks like Doggy Princess Weeb able to get one, spots one more. No way he gets that one! No, no. As much as I want to be an unbiased caster, the Guardians, you gotta feel for them. Nothing is going their way at this point. Yeah, I mean, regardless of who it is, regardless of who you're cheering for, you have to feel for the Guardians here. You know, this is one of those games where they just cannot let it get to them. You know, it's just an unfortunate match. They just have to recover from this, really think about what went wrong, and try to recover for next week, because unfortunately for them, their schedule is only going to get tougher from here, right? They have yet to face the Hunters, they have yet to face the Gunners, the two potentially best teams in this league. So yeah, You know, I don't know what to say about them. Let's just hope that they are not the next bandits. Oh, Evan is already on a quick flank here, but Ivy looks like he's ready for this. And yeah, Evan's position is going to get spotted, but Evan knows no fear right now. Kudon's able to get the opening picks though. So still looking good so far. But now Doggy Princess is still in the smoke. How on earth is he not dead? Now Jamo also getting a pick off his own, and yeah, Doggy Princess has all the information. So now, yeah, I'm not sure. The Guardians, now Ivy needs to step it up, but Ivy unfortunately is gonna fall. So ladies and gentlemen, the Huskers is going to secure their first win of the season here off the back of Evan and Jamo, two really clutch players